It's a simple question, Swamiji. You are a renunciate, and in our tradition, Goddess Ganga plays a big role in that. And so we wanted your reflections and thoughts on your feelings for the goddess and also for what's happening in India.
The Ganges has, from the time beginning, has been an abode of sages and saints who, number one, pursue the knowledge, those who are on the path of devotion, those who are on the path of yoga. So, on the bank of the Ganges, over the mountains around the Ganges, you find Jnana yogis. So many of our seers have been on the bank of the Ganges. Many of the bhaktas or devotees have been there. Many yogis have been there. And therefore it has been a very, very sacred river. They find their inspiration from the Ganges. Because Ganges is nothing but flowing consciousness. And the Ganges constantly makes a roar because she speedily flows over many rocks. And sometimes the yogis tune up to that sound of Ganges. And some of them hear Omkar there. Some of them hear the Vedic chanting in there. And so it's not superstition, it's a matter of your tuning up. So when we go there, you tune up with something very gross or tangible. But more tuned up our minds become, more and more we can see what contribution Ganga has and how she blesses, how she inspires, how she enlightens. Apart from being a river, and river is a mother, and the character of the river is that she comes where the need is. There is a well which also has water. But if you are thirsty, you must go to well and extract the water to quench your thirst. On the other hand, river comes from hundreds of miles from inaccessible regions to where the needy are. So that's a typical characteristic of mother. So you look upon every river as mother, of course, because she nurtures and nourishes without asking for any return, without any discrimination of who partakes of its water. And water, as I say, it sustains the life, so it's a life source. And traditionally, therefore, the settlements were along the banks of that. So, therefore, there were many, many settlements along the river Ganges, many ashrams of the sages. And of course, there is a great story about the river Ganga that's well known, that in fact she is the river of the devatas, gods. So she is called the Surasari, or the river of the gods. And she will be brought on the earth to release from the curse all those sons of King Sagar. Therefore, Ganga in particular has come down to earth to bless the souls and to release them from the ocean of samsara, the repeated cycle of birth and death, or the repeated misery in the life. So her arrival on the earth is specifically for that purpose, to release us from the samsara, from ignorance, from pain, from suffering. In that sense, Ganges, Ganga being a river, has a very tangible purpose of sustaining our life. And she being an abode of all the sages and saints also, that she represents also the jnana, the flow of knowledge. And knowledge typically flows from teacher to the disciple. So you can say the knowledge emerges from the head of the teacher and goes to the ears of the disciple and then to their mind. So here the Ganges is portrayed as emerging from the matted locks of Lord Shiva. And the head of Lord Shiva, of course, stands for the knowledge. So therefore Ganga also is the flow of knowledge. And in one of the stories of Ganga, as Ganga emerged from the matted locks of Lord Shiva, so at the home of her father, she's a girl who is just free and dancing. And so in the beginning, the Ganga dances, flows fast. In so doing, she was little inadvertently, she submerged the ashram of one of the sages whose name was Jannu. And he had an ashram and was meditating upon that place, and Ganga submerged that ashram. And supposedly the sage got angry and just drank the whole thing, and so the Ganga flow stopped. And then King Bhagiratha, who was instrumental in bringing Ganga from heaven to the earth, prayed to the sage. And then the sage had the Ganga emerge from his ears. That also is symbolic, because the knowledge is Karana Parampara. It comes from the teacher to the disciple. It is heard. And therefore also the Ganga symbolizes the flow of knowledge. When Lord Vishnu, in his incarnation as Vamana, the dwarf, he went to King Bali, asked for 3 steps of land, and then King Bali Raja offered him the 3 steps of land. He just became cosmic person. And then he had his strides were very wide. In one stride he measured the whole this world. Other stride he measured all the rest of the worlds. So when he was lifting his foot to measure all the worlds, the last world is the world of Brahma. It's called Brahmaloka, with abode of Lord Brahma. And so as the Lord's foot came there, Brahmaji recognized that, hey, his foot is coming. Is something very, very auspicious. That Lord steps into your home, and so you generally receive it, welcome it, and worship it. So immediately Brahmaji took his kamandalu, his water pot, and he poured water to wash the feet of the Lord. So then that water became the Ganga. So emerged from the kamandalu of water pot of Brahma, it washed the feet of Vishnu and became Ganga, and then was received on the matted locks of Lord Shiva. So Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. So all the 3 gods, all the Trinity. It's sort of a joke that Akbar is asking Birbal, his minister, which is the holiest river in India. He said Yamuna. He says, what? I thought Ganga was a river. He says, no, Ganga is not the river. She's goddess. So that's the kind of reverence that people in India have for Ganges. And usually, the sannyasa, the rite of when the person initiated into sannyasa or life of renunciation, usually they're at the bank of the Ganges. Preferably the day of Shivaratri, on the bank of the Ganges. So that is where usually it can be given elsewhere also, but traditionally that is where the sannyasa diksha was given, including this Swami also. So therefore the Swamis also have a very special connection with the Ganges. And as they say, the teachers and sages lived on the bank of the Ganges, including our own teacher also. So in that sense, I in particular have a lot of association with the Ganges, and many sannyasis